If we could just get one item done, the rest should surely follow. We should just get to start. That's why some people find the easiest item first and start from there. Gives them a better chance of getting something done. It's because setting things in motion is difficult. Choosing to do homework is difficult. Choosing to clean your room is difficult. Choosing to get out of bed is difficult. Change is uncomfortable. It's always easier to leave things the way they are, to let the flow carry you. Until you reach the point where you're doing nothing does more damage than doing anything. When this happens, change is no longer a choice, it's a consequence. So, that is also a choice, the choice to do nothing. For now, I'll focus on getting the items on the list done. I'll choose... Oh no. If this requires arrow keys, I might not be able to play this because I do not have arrow keys on my keyboard. That's uh-oh. Cause like, let me show you, okay? Where the fuck did I put my phone? Finally got my phone. I'll look at in general. Because that's not my keyboard. It won't let me go back to settings. Uh-oh. Let's retry this again. Oh, I can't even scroll down in settings because I don't have arrow keys. Oh no. Okay, so new game. Why don't we go? Got a new game. It is called The Letter. It is a horror RPG game. I played it before, but I would like to play it again. Not horror RPG, it's a horror visual novel, but it has like jump scares and ghostly things. I tried using the WASD, but it still didn't work. So I'm not sure. It was bought for Lord Lillian and Elizabeth Ermengrade of Luxbourne, humble administrators of peace and loved by their people, both well known to their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Under their influence and wealth, there was once a small sleepy village that grew a prosperous and bustling town. However, the seasons of joy eventually ended when the good nobles perished at the hands of the Great Plague. See? We got this. I'll just have to... For the Lily one, I might have to go get a new keyboard or get an extension that allows arrow keys. Because the one I had broke because, I don't know. It just stopped working. The riches and legacy henceforth passed on to their only child, Lady Charlotte. The mansion stood since 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited. And now that's when it began. Surrounding villagers spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, cries and howls that filled the nights, and hearsay of mysterious women roaming the hallowed halls aimlessly. People who dared its walls were simply never heard from again. Even after the 400 years, these stories remain, much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legend and curse still fall upon the villagers' ears. In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. With little regard for the truth that they had, Briar Realty Corporation placed the property back on sale. Okay, I think I'm dyslexic, but it's okay. Like a Pandora's box, the secrets lie inside, wait to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to consumed by the curse. Good luck. And we're Isabella.
Hello? Isabella? Are you there? Where are you?
A familiar jolty voice comes from the other end. Jittery. Sorry. Blech.
Oh, hey Rose! I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter? It's the mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this. It really takes my breath away.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all. And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything. They're nothing but spirits.
You don't know that! They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
Are you okay
No
with
offense,
this?
sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
That was one time, Isabella. Loosen up. Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
Fine, fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Who was that?
I look up for my son Rebecca. Becca, give me a
Oh,
questioning
that?
look.
It's just Rose.
The one who trained you? You're working together again?
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Anselm Village after the renovations. Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Hold on. Is this the same mansion you've been telling everyone about? Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps? You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living. What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character. I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out ever since you got assigned to it. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus. They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier. They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you
So
could
it
just
doesn't work
ask
either?
me. Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
I had to keep myself from growing out loud. In the years I've known her, I can already tell what to expect once she has that expression.
Becca!
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
She crossed her arms and grimaces at the thought. Her voice slightly rises as she begins to scold me. Instantly, I remember why Becca excels at teaching prosperous teenagers.
Stop eating junk! They're cheap, but they're not good for you. You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
Hey! I eat other things too.
I folded my arms across my chest, mimicking her poster, giving her the best frown I could muster, the same one I used on my younger siblings when they were being difficult. Instead, she only raises an eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week. The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else.
You're just exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet? I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
Becca's wriggling her nose by the time I get all the small list. She even went a little green on the last one. I would have laughed at that if I would have known it only led to reprimands from her.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago? Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating them. I don't want a repeat of last year. In any case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Belle.
She shakes her head, possibly laughing at some funny, distant memory. When she looks up, I immediately embrace myself. More words from her. Sometimes it's better to let Becca talk until she runs out of things to say. But when she turns her attention back to me, it was only warmth in her smile.
What am I going to do with you?
Aw, man. Well, now I am sad and embarrassed that I recommended a game you can't play. It's not your fault. If I had a better keyboard, it would be a lot more better, but sadly I don't for now. I got it as a gift from a friend after I, trashed my other one. And so this one doesn't come with arrow keys, and the one arrow key, thing I had broke on me, so I'm not very careful, but once I figure it out, we'll play together. Is this alright to play, or do you want me to do something else? When she says this to herself, she says this more to herself than me, her voice shifting and something kinder, even motherly if I'm looking for the exact word.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing. Didn't I tell you before? You're always free to reheat my leftovers.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me. You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
Why do you not like the art? Oh, hello, Brumis. How are you? A non-response, if only to get her to drop the topic. I'm okay. I'm just streaming a horror game. Because I promised, so... But I'm certain I'll never take the offer. Ever. It has nothing to do with pride. But simply the plenty of times how friendships can turn for the worse just because of a few unpaid debts. I don't want something to happen between me and Becca. So what you doing, Brumis? We may argue a lot, small and petty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship over something so trivial. Becca's movements when she quick glances at something behind me snaps me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later. Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
You bet!
With a small smile, she returns to her desk, begins to shifting through pages of rather thick history book. She's probably working on next week's lesson plan. Or at least trying. Her eyes are distant, doesn't seem to be attentive to whatever is on the page. Yeah, I haven't played Genshin in a little bit. Because I think last time I went on Genshin, I rolled for Zhongli. And I got him after my second roll. What else is there? But yeah, I haven't been playing. I should play. We can probably play together on my next day off, which would be like Tuesday or Monday if you would like. But yeah. I don't know what makes me feel uncomfortable. It might be the proportions. They have an anime face, but the head is too small, the face doesn't match the hair, and neither does the voice. I think the voices fit. But, I think my friend said last time it was like their eyes were weird. But, I don't know, I like this game. This game is like a comforting game for me, even though it's like a little spooky. And I freak out when I lose. As she hears my thoughts, Becca starts coughing heavily. Her hand hastily goes to cover her mouth to stifle the sounds. This is precisely why I followed her here. For someone who makes a habit of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of herself.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Ah, hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
I level her with a flat look. She had a cold for a couple days now, something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. And despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left medicine her doctor prescribed. Look who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you. I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can only sigh. Ah, God. Why do I even bother? There's no one stopping her once she decided on something. Thank you. Thank you for the blesses. Hopefully I'm not getting sick, because for the past, like, few days at work, I've been feeling a little bit bad. And it didn't help that I was up all night, like, dealing with my dog. And this morning, too. I haven't slept. So, hopefully by the time I stream here, like, in an hour or two, I'll be fully nappy time and sleep. Defeated, I reached into my bag and grabbed the same bottle of her medicine that she left earlier. Well, if that's the case, then so be it. Have fun. If the art feels too off... No, I'm fine. I'll probably stop streaming if, I feel more tired. That's the only time I'll stop streaming, but I don't feel tired right now. But no. Wasn't there, like... Who's the next, banner for Genshin? For the 50/50?
All right, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
With the amused gleam in her eyes when she shifts them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Rebecca!
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Before I can resort, she casts another look at the clock. I'll take a sigh and I finally end the conversation. My short visit. With a small weave, I leave her alone in her classroom in thoughts. You can also skip stream. I mean, I love your streams enough, but I'm watching them even though it's finals. But your health is more important. No, I'm fine. I'm really fine. Once I get really tired, I will. The mansion somehow is on the countryside, but I don't have troubles giving the driver directions. Apparently everyone in Luxborn City knows of it, including every bit of the rumors surrounding the place. Are the Chinos coming back? I already have Ryosley. I started playing Genshin again due to Ryosley. Like, I started playing Genshin for a little bit, and then I got in, like, kind of, like, wasn't feeling the vibe, and then I came back when Ryosley, started. I learned the hard way that the first time I commuted here, and it only boosted my belief that there's something more to the house. Even the news about the renovated and placed back up on the market was quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later, and the place wouldn't become a lot hotter to sell otherwise. I averted my eyes to the windows, once buildings shriek in the distance. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon, although a quick glance at my watch tells me we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did tell me to review the mansion's documents. I already looked over them last night, but you never know when things may go wrong. Life is always messing up things like that. Halfway through reading my papers, my phone rings again. I picked it up without looking, neatly tucking between my ear and shoulder. It's probably Rose again,
Rose?
anyways.
Guess again.
Ah, it's my favorite boy, Ash. That voice.
Ash.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers. I'll be booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village? I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up!
Ash chuckles, but I can't help to roll my eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
I love how
Whatever.
his, like,
Bye.
name is Ashhole. Stupid Ashhole. Always teasing me whenever he gets the chance. I'll show him who's tough. It takes a few moments until I reach the famous mansion. I have to admit, the entire property does look like a marvel from the outside. Yeah, despite all this, nothing to hide that something is just wrong. The surrounding area is unusually silent, and the only rustling of the leaves can be heard and the occasional breeze passes. While Anselm Village was just a few miles away, everyone kept their distance on purpose. Perhaps out of fear, the horror of falling underneath the mansion's curse. Somehow, it makes me feel sad. The lack of intimate human presence makes all the place look more eerie than it has any right to be. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night.
You planning to go inside that place, Missy?
The voice merely makes me jump out of my skin. Without completely taking my eyes, I gave the driver a confused nod. A beat passes while I wait for him to say more, but the only answer was a non-committal hum. It occurs to me that we must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally slapped myself for spacing out, promptly hand him the fare with an apologetic look. I asked him to leave as soon as I paid, but there's hesitant expression on him, as if something hasn't been said
Is
yet.
there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace. And I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in their house. Doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
The driver drives off after, but what he says has left a foreboding feeling in my stomach. I breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the house. After hearing enough rumors, I should have expected the conversation to take that turn, but I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. It's not like I have a choice anyways. If I want to get the bonus and commission one way or another, I got to sell this property. The store jarred when I got it. However, my own copy of the keys dangle uselessly in my hand. Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. We may be the only people here, but I would never know it. But I never known her, so I want to be careless. I'll tell you right now, the ghosts, some of the ghosts are these two. And then there's one more. Entering, greets me inside, leaves me gapping. They're cleaned every corner, walks the floor, dusted the antiques, searched every nook and cranny, crevice, and made it spick and span. All the sake of making the mansion more enticing for modern-day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion looks soulless as ever. Although, as it's gonna eat you alive. If you ask me, we should have listened to what other people had been telling them and leave this place alone. Some things are better left alone, never disturbed again.
Rose?
I call out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
My voice echoes softly throughout the hallways. Oh, who am I kidding? This place is big. I don't think she'll hear me no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be on the other side of the property for all I know. I quickly searched for my phone and I dialed her, but...
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check.
What do you mean has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she's been eaten by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking about spirits taking her away, right? Right? No, Isabella, don't be ridiculous. She's probably wandering deeper in the house and lost signal or something. Dial her number again, hoping the call will connect me this time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized.
But no avail. Oh boy, I have a very bad feeling about this.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out. Come on, Rose! This isn't funny! You know this place gives me the creep.
No answer. This is going to work. This place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I'll take a deep breath before venturing further into the mansion. Taking a couple steps forward, I notice something on the ground.
What the hell? Rose? Not funny! I'm not coming out, huh? Fine, I'm going.
Okay, that was a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave until I know she's alright. Growing desperate, I tried contacting her phone number again. Come on, please give me something. Please, Lord.
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
She doesn't respond. There's also heavy static coming from her side. I certainly hope it doesn't cut off again before I get an answer
Rose,
from her.
come on. Where are you?
Few moments passes. Panic. Few moments pass until the static eventually starts quieting down.
What? The attic? Why?
Crap, it got cut off. Man, do I really need to go there? How deep is this mansion? The attic is. There's barely no signal. No wonder I can't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all the places, she just goes to get me to fetch her in the creepiest place of the place. What is she doing to get this back at me for being late? Whatever. I'll just go. The sooner I meet up with her, the sooner I feel better about being here. I carefully make my way up the staircase. My legs wobble as I mentally curse the fact that I've chosen a real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me. It branches out into two major wings of the mansion, the east and west wing. There's also two attics on one of each side, but on the east one has been converted to a storage room of sorts, and somehow I find it less likely Rose will wander there by herself. Besides, never did like going to stuffy storage rooms. So I head towards I head towards the west wing first. The simple wooden door at the end of the hall begins to open a small room. Inside is another steps leading to the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase, the stairs attic are steep and narrow, made of old stones covered in thick coating of dust, and kicks up into the air every step. Thank God it's still daytime. If it wasn't for the light streaming through the door behind me, I might instantly stumble and fall. But how this place is, there's no light fixtures to illuminate the cramped passage up. Why didn't they bother to add one here when they renovated? It escapes me. Sheesh, they did it with the rest of the house. A small bedroom welcomes me at the end. Looks like exactly since the last time I've been here, full of dust and worn out, faded by time. Odd. I thought they cleaned up everything. Did the crew miss this room? Oh, the cleanliness is the least of my concerns now. The more pressing matter is Rose. She's not here. Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I mishear her? No, it could have been a dream. After all, the creepy ambience of the estate was doing such a remarkable job, making sure I was alert and awake. I'm sure she said she was here. Is this a prank? Or maybe the phone call was the last message to me before she curse got to her. Oh my god. As you can tell, I've played this a lot. Shut up, Brain. You're not helping. Don't make this scarier as it already is. But she's not here. Then where is she? What the hell was that? That's it. I can't take it anymore. I'm leaving. There must be enraged spirits living here. I knew I disturbed the mansion was a bad idea right from the very start. And nobody listened. Be fucking realistic, they said. They think I'm cuckoo because I believe in curses and ghosts and all that shit. Me and my outlandish backwater country beliefs. I always strive to be a model employee, but this time, no. I'm turning back for the sake of my sanity. Briar Realty can find another agent who's more fucking realistic to our people around this fucking house. Before I leave, I take one last look at the gloomy old room, just to check.
What?
My worries about Rose's whereabouts have caused me to miss it when I first entered the room. Clearly there's something on the floor. It looks like a letter, laying on the ground just a couple inches from my feet. Out of curiosity, I leaned down and picked it up. Strange. I don't recall seeing this last time I was here. A few days back, another me inspected the mansion to prepare it properly. I have taken the last look at the inside of the attic and left. And certainly hasn't been here before, so I must have left it in the room since then. Did Rose leave this for me when she was here a while ago? I couldn't miss her, though, could I? There was only one set of stairs leading to the attic. The letter is in exactly pristine condition. In fact, it looks rather ancient. Paper's so thin and rough, I'm worried it'll fall apart, so as much as I touch it. But with great care, I open it, and I read shakes me to my core.
What?
Nothing but the words help me feel the page, all of it seemingly written with a crimson red pen. Or blood. I gulped. The same phrase just goes on until...
Send this to 5 people or else what? Or else what?
As I critically stand in the back of the paper, peeking the envelope to make sure I'm not missing anything on the second page. There's nothing.
No. Oh, please, no.
My hands tremble as dread creeps over me. The room's suddenly gotten colder. I need to get out of here. Holding the paper in half, the sight greets me as the frozen spot. Blood-soaked feet enters my field of vision, covered in gasping wounds with skin eating away to reveal flesh, bone, and matters one's not meant to see. This is too much. All of it's too much. I want to cry, call for help, but the words catch in my throat. Even my feet won't move, completely paralyzed out of terror. I need to face it. Whoever it is these feet belong to, I need to face it. And if I'm gonna die, if they're gonna kill me, at least I know who my killers face. A cold comfort.
Please, don't hurt me! No!
Without thinking, I scrambled towards the door. I struggled to open it, but it won't budge.
Away! Go away! Please, Lord!
She's pretty.
Let me out! Let me out! Lord, please!
I slowly approaches me as I rub the doorknob back and forth. Yes, the door finally swings open, and I couldn't be happier. By ghost standards, at least. Yeah, you know, she's like part of the fucking, what's that fucking ghost? Ju-on. Fucking. Waste no time to leap out of the door and don't look back. My feet pounds against the door's rhythm is so loud, fast beating of my heart. By the time I run past the hallway and find myself grand staircase, my chest feels so tight, it feels like it's going to burst. Nothing compared to the feeling of hope of the sight of the exit gives me. Racing downstairs, I breathlessly laugh escapes me, but my shoes fall and I feel myself. Oh, Jesus Christ, she fell down the stairs. I mean, you do get to see her when she's not dead, so, you know, she might be prettier. Until my back hits the ground and my pain racks my body. My head grows fuzzy as my vision seems, and I fight to stay conscious.
Go away.
Last thing I see is those feet before all I know is darkness. A buzz breaks the silence. I start to rouse and pull into conscious against my own will. I never felt so tired before. I just want to sleep, but instant buzzing, poking, and prodding isn't letting me. My old masters might not be the comfiest of places, but it doesn't make me feel eager to wake up.
5 more minutes, Becca.
I swat away at nudging persistently at my side. Come on. I can't just get a couple of minutes of sleep today. I promised I would work hard when I woke up. A hand taps my cheek. Something cool is suddenly pressed against my back of my head. The icy sensation slowly spreads through my area, giving me an uncomfortable feeling.
Isabella?
The fog immediately lifts me from my mind. Moments I recognize the voice that snaps open again. There, looking down at me, is Rose. Another woman loiters beside her, but my attention is too focused on my co-agent to even ask why there's someone else with her. Rose's posture screams worry, although she's keeping a straight face, or at least trying at least. I can't help but feel bad for making her fright. A wave of dizziness washes over me as soon as I try to get up, forcing me to lie back down again. Luckily, the feeling subsides after a few seconds. Only after a mild throbbing somewhere at the back of my head remains. A little assistance from Rose. I push myself up. She hands me an ice pack and gestures me to press it where I suspect a small bump has already formed. If the light ache in the area indicates anything...
Alright, Isabella, where are we?
The Ermengarde mansion. Why? Ow, my head.
And the date today?
October 21st?
Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order?
15, 14, 13, 12, no. Why are we doing this?
She's just checking if your injury is in any way serious.
This time I curiously regarded the woman standing beside Rose. It's impossible to look over her. Watch the way she towers over us. And here I thought Rose was already tall. Who is she anyways? One of the remaining cleaning crews? But how supremely stressed she is, I don't think she's anyone in clean suits, expensive suits like that. The ghost must have already cost a fortune. Her eyes slowly shift between me and Rose, considering with an unreasonable expression, and finally fixing a sharp gaze on me. I can't help to fold my arms protectively over myself as she does so. She may be far from the cleaning crew, but she already certainly looks like her supervisor during evolution.
Just do it, please.
I both unmorally, but recite everything that she asked. Rose breathes out a sigh of relief when I'm done.
You scared me for a moment there. I was about to call for an ambulance. Are you alright?
Aspiration soon replaces with a dull ache. The memory is a little bit fuzzy, but the attic and...
There was someone, Rose. In the attic.
Someone? You mean a client? Oh, that's unlikely. It's probably just one of the cleaning crews. The boss sent a few of them back this morning for some last minute...
No, not any of those. They're, I'm not actually sure. Wait, didn't I call you? You said you were in the attic when you answered. That's why I went there in the first place.
Both Rose and the lady looked at me like I'd grown another head. Did I say something weird? Rose quickly glances a apologetic smile to the woman before awkward silence stretches on further. It's her saleswoman smile, the same one she taught me back when I was still her trainee. I would show this to troublesome clients or avoid general, she's advised. Also the same one who gives me when I'm also fairly absurd that may cause us a potential sale. Her eyes are serious when she turns back to me. She takes both of my shoulders, gently squeezes it with as much patience as she can muster.
As much as I'd love to have gotten at least a heads up of your arrival, I didn't really get a call from you. You know, signal here is absolutely horrendous. I was in the garden earlier and couldn't even make a single call. Isabella, I'm going to ask again. Are you really all right? What happened?
I don't know. It's all a bit blurry. I remember I was looking for you, but you weren't in the attic. And there's... whoever it is. Then I must have tripped on a rug or something on the way down. Oh no. Do you think someone came in while you were out? You left the main door open. We are so going to get into big trouble if something gets stolen, Rose.
Perhaps it is a concussion.
Are you sure you feel fine? We could still call for an ambulance. I could cover for you.
No, I'm fine. I'm okay, Rose. I can work.
Wait, hold your horses. I can't miss an important sale because of a minor bump in the head. Extremely minor bump. I had worse when I was a kid. This is nothing.
Besides, if I leave, you'll have to shoulder everything in the open house, alone. And in a mansion this big?
Well, there's another part. I might lose the bonus BRC promise, but that's completely besides the point. Rose gives me a skeptical look when I return. The cold compresses from her. I push myself off the floor. God, I can't fucking read.
See? I'm A-okay.
Two of them exchange worried glances as Rose assumes a contentive. I bite my lip. I bite my lower lip in anticipation as she says no.
You in.
A smile threatens to slip out of me.
If I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic to have you checked. Clear?
Clear as day, ma'am.
You insisted. But remember what I said. First sign of you looking not okay, and we're all...
It's just a small bump.
You shouldn't downplay these kinds of things. It could be a serious injury for all...
Suddenly, a small coughs against the walls of the foyer, interrupting our banner. Woman who especially looks at two of us, her stare making us shrink back in a little on myself. She isn't really intimidating. Well, she is, but not in the scary way, negative way. Far from it. Actually, her demeanor simply commands the air's suffocate. I got this. You know what? We're just gonna skip because I can't read. In a different world, a younger me would have probably wished to be like her. Our lack of response, she coughs again, lifting a well-trimmed eyebrow at me in question. Words caught my throat at the sight of it as Rose shifted to catch
my
my
sincerest apologies.
Miss McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch.
She hands her business card. The words interior designer catch my eyes before my partner flips it over. Oh, someone interested in the mansion of the 17th century influences then. I won't hold it against her, though. Despite the hearsay remaining uninhabited for years, the mansion's original fitting and furniture have been kept completely intact, restored to pristine condition. I suppose people can find that trip to the past feeling appealing. After all what it offers, this place also has a heaven for people who have lived somewhere with classic historical
Miss
charm.
McCullough, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We're just ironing out a few things, but we'll be starting the tour soon enough. In the meantime, we've prepared some refreshments for you in the parlor while you're waiting. If you could please...
Thanks. There's no need for it, though. I just dropped by for a quick survey of the place. I thought I should check the estate before I meet with the homeowners.
Rose's confusion is possible to miss when she glances at me, and I return her with an equally perplexed look. She, against my better judgment, I blurt out the first question that
I'm
comes to mind.
sorry. Homeowner?
She kept her mouth shut. A flash of irritation across her face, but instantly disappears a massive professional detachment.
Yes. Hannah Wright? She hired me to handle the interior design for their new home.
This is the Ermengarde mansion, right?
It is...
She pauses, possibly figuring out the right words in an awkward situation without offending someone. There's a moment giving me enough time to clear my head, nervousness or confusion.
It is,
hiding.
ma'am, but we weren't aware the mansion has already been sold.
What do you mean?
Almost flinching her gaze on me, I stand my ground because this isn't like I haven't dealt with awkward situations like this before. I may have screwed up at times, but it doesn't mean I haven't learned a thing or two in the 5 years I worked in the business.
The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property. If you'd like, my co-agent and me can check with them right now.
She nods seamlessly and deep in thought after I finish. She appears to be a reasonable person. Anyways, given the proper explanation, she surely understood.
I thought something looked odd. Excuse me, I need to call my secretary.
Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos.
Wave of her hand, she leaves us. It seems like it'd be the end of it. Both Rose and I sigh with relief. Oh god, I need to move in my chair. Disaster averted. I also don't mind the thumbs up she gave me for a good job, but I can't spell with pride. I still already prepared myself to dial the number of our Lexborn office and check even if she didn't ask. I'll be frustrated for some reason. Something is already decided without me or Rose's knowledge. That's a whole new level unfair. We've been working hard for this. Moments later, Mikhailov returns with a little frustrated with an apology clear on her face. I feel a little sorry for her having to go through all this trouble.
There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here. I was informed they'll be dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after that long drive.
Certainly. You could stay at the parlor in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive. And, Isabella, I left a few documents in my car. You know where I keep those. Can you please get it for me?
Rose takes a glance at her wristwatch before tossing me a set of keys.
And hurry! We've still got a few minutes to double check those papers.
Okay, got it.
We're just gonna skip this a little bit. Hold on. I'm gonna grab me another drink. Just excuse me for 1 second.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We'll be taking a tour of the mansion in 2 groups. Please make sure you filled up our sign-in forms before joining a specific group.
What do you think of it so far?
Those who want to look around the first floor, please follow my partner. I'll be guiding the ones who wish. It's so nice to finally meet you! When Chief Inspector Lee mentioned that a famous interior designer is in town, I knew I had to get you!
Your confidence in my skills is very flattering, ma'am.
I'm sure you won't disappoint, Marianne.
Oh, you know each other?
Not at all, ma'am.
You mentioned something about a Marianne on our way here, John?
Oh, yes.
Just hold on one more moment, but I'm glad. Are you enjoying it though? Like, if not, then we can switch to something else, but. Oh shit. I'm gonna go check up on my dog, so I'll be right back again. Sorry. I am so sorry. My dog likes to hide in the dark, outside in the snow. This tiny ass dog trying to like run around. Chasing her in fucking slippers. Clearly she's fine now, but like goddamn. Oh, I got messages. Hold on. Who messaged me? Bruno? Okay. Okay, let's continue. But then again, most of our guests are most likely ended up on the news. One way or another, I won't be surprised if these two already have. For people who are popular, though, they aren't dressed as loudly as the others in their simple... I'm just gonna skip words, okay? I'm just stupid. The woman in particular is stunning, even enough to turn heads most of people in my group. Especially the men with wandering eyes. The guy stands beside her. Doesn't even seem to mind, though. As if I'm gonna be bolder with my assumptions, I say he's basking in the attention. Both of them, in fact. I think they're brother and sister if it wasn't for their public displays of affection. Their matching rings on their fingers are just sentiment of the fact that they are indeed a couple. My only sunshine. That's kind of cute. Tricky, are you still there? Don't leave me alone. I don't want to be alone, Tricky. Oh, thank God. Whatever. Couple or not, what's important is to get this deal closed before the current owners can even think about canceling the listings. I just hope one of the people in my or Rose's group is brave enough and generous enough to buy this mansion. I forgot there's a delay with the fucking Discord. And so, with papers in hand, I lead the way. They aren't whispering amongst themselves or going ooh and ah. One thing and another, they ask questions. From how restore. You know what? I'm just gonna calm down. I'm just gonna fucking do this. Restoration process went. The fucking nailed it. To the history of the place. I answered them all. More than happy to talk about the art pieces and architecture, most likely. However, I'm not careful to mention anything about the urban legend. Ooh, spooky. Not even the material for the sales talk, not even the entire population of Luxbar knows about it.
Some of the furnishings here are actually the 17th century originals, all of which have undergone a painstaking restoration process just to return its original beauty. Even the glass thing. Colorful ones. Oh, I don't know, but you get the idea, I hope. Especially that one, ma'am. It is said to be a gift commissioned by the fiancé of Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. The mansion's current owners have specifically requested that the restoration crew take great care in handling it. It's a priceless work of art and the most distinctive feature of the mansion.
By the time I stop talking, her attention is already elsewhere.
Isn't this place wonderful, darling? I told you it's not a total waste of your time.
I don't know. Isn't it a bit too small? We might have to break a wall down to have more room.
Well, I think it is just right. Don't you think so, Marianne?
It is splendid, ma'am. But isn't it a little too early to make plans when no deal has been signed yet?
Never mind that. It isn't going to be a problem. We've got a wonderful legal team to handle everything. Start taking notes, though. I think I've got a few things I want changed before we move in.
rest of their conversation gets lost in the chatter of our companions. I don't want to make any assumptions yet, but their sheer interest enough gives me some semblance of hope. Oh, please, 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 let these guys be the one. Eventually our group reaches to the kitchen. Much like the rest of the house, the great ordeal of effort has been put into retaining the room's classical appeal. The open health of the end of the room in particular looks amazing, like the ones I have only seen in fairy tale books. And the mad props to the cleaning crew. Seriously, after overhearing hundreds of their complaints about the scoot and tar staining the bricks and how much of a pain in the arse it was cleaning this will be, they managed to pull this off. No, it's okay. It's fine if you have to help someone. I just don't want to be alone streaming this. Or make it look presentable at least.
The highlight of the room, however, is what's underneath this hatch here.
Oh, don't say anything yet. An underground wine cellar.
This is the first time the guy in gray speaks up. Mr. Luke Wright. My memory supplies from the forms that they signed earlier. His sudden attentiveness catches me off guard. Since the start of the tour, only his wife shown any form of genuine interest in the place. But this time, something lights up in his eyes. Mention of the Undercroft. What's so interesting about the basement? I really don't understand rich people sometimes. Right now, he gives me the impression of a child who's seen what he absolutely wants for Christmas. I've always found it cute whenever I see children act that way, my younger siblings especially. Or on a grown man? It's almost funny.
Yes, sir. It could house around 7,000 to 11,000 bottles of wine.
Truly? And the room? How was it built?
The bricks that were used to build the cellar have been carefully picked for the purpose of maintaining and preserving a constant temperature and humidity in the room. It's a good place to keep your private collection in, if you have one, sir.
What's wrong with his arms, okay? We're gonna have some beefing going on here. What's wrong with his arms? They're not as circular. Oh god, where's my blanket? It won't come up. I'm just saying he has more of a girlier face. Could just be me, though.
It keeps the corks in good condition.
Oh, love. Didn't you say before that you wanted to make your own personal vineyard? Perhaps you could start one here.
You know we're going to need space for that, darling.
And this isn't big enough?
If it's space you're worried about, sir, the Ermengarde mansion sits on a 46-acre lot. There's plenty of room for it. We were told that the original owners had a horse stable built here before, too.
There's a complex expression on Mr. Wright's face as he doesn't say anything further. His wife, however, seems pleased that he has started to show interest, if only a little. I smile to myself. I might not completely understand these people's minds work, but I sure as hell know how to spot a buyer's sincere interest. Right, the reason why he's asking about the basement, he likes cross-dressing? No. That's a secret activity for later. I can't wait to tell Rose. The rest of our tour goes well without a hitch. After more than an hour, we're able to cover almost every ground floor, and we're heading to the parlor. Funny, the first time the BRC had us survey the property, I kept complaining to Rose how big it was. Now I can't even bring myself to care, no matter how much my feet hurt. It may be just my excitement over a possible sale. When we reach the parlor, however, the odd feeling washes over me. It starts with small goosebumps on my skin and a feeling of being watched intently. Whispers in my ear and shadows dancing, lurking in the shadows of the corner of my vision. The dark silhouettes that are gone when I took a look. A chill spot settles down my spine, making me sick. I start to break out in a cold sweat. I can't do this. I need to sit down for a moment. The old ladies group have been requesting a break anyways. If I can just...
Excuse me? Everyone? We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor. In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we prepared. If anyone has any questions, feel free to approach me. I'd be
I let them sit while I retreat in a quiet corner to recover. It's not what you think. Don't think about it. It's not what you think. I probably just caught Rebecca's cold. Don't think about it. I left her alone for a while, the same spilling out of my lips as a silent prayer, till a hand tapped my shoulder.
You there?
yes, ma'am?
Oh, look at you! Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
He just wants the wine cellar. It's nothing suspicious.
What a hard worker! Anyway, Isabel, right?
Isabella, actually. But yes, what can I help you with, ma'am, right?
Please, just Hana. Call me Hana. I just wanted to ask, how soon are we able to move in?
My brain completely stops. The sickling feeling plagues me, suddenly gone, replaced with utter bewilderment. Is this a joke? She looks at me expectantly as I struggle to come up with an answer.
Ma'am, you see, we haven't even negotiated a price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest. Sale would be great and all.
She stops me from speaking further, puts my hand on my shoulder. For a moment, with her tight smile, as looks as she tasted as particularly sour lemon.
Please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem. And, just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, ma'am Hana. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets.
Perhaps I'm not feeling well, but really, what's wrong with cats? More importantly, what's she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person. But you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary, and it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us.
Man, imagine getting an anniversary gift that's a fucking house, a mansion. Bro. How to be that rich in life, I can never understand.
Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
We actually have a process for this. I don't really think that would be appropriate.
And just what are you two lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves. What would the people think, darling?
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
I try not to wince when her nails are digging into my shoulder. I can't help to send an imploring look from Miss Kala, I can't say her last name, I swear to God. Miss Kalaha. Who only gives me an apologetic smile and then a shrug.
Yeah, I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out.
She wastes no time taking the papers from my hand and shuffles through the bunch. Oh man, Rose is going to be angry for letting me do this.
And Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabel.
Isabella.
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
It's Isabella.
Yes, that's great. We'll be more than happy to put in a good word to your superiors too, and...
Anniversary gift to him, just saying it's usually the other way around. I mean, I can also see it that way too. But do you see the fucking locket on her fucking chest? That is fucking huge. It's a massive, like, fucking huge diamond.
What's this?
Look of confusion and disgust appears on their face. Turning to the husband merely shrugs in play.
An interesting work of art. Not to my taste, there.
Darling, Buttercup, art is a complete overstatement for this.
Shush, love. Let the girl do what she Oh, forget about it. At the very least, it's not as dreadful as the one art exhibit I was for. You should have seen it, Marianne. Even you would have been But I'm sure you'll know what to do with our walls once we get started.
I highly doubt it is as bad as you say. Nevertheless, you can be assured that my team will only pick whatever suits your tastes. Nothing of this chain letter sort, of course.
I'm quite sure chain letters these days don't come in this.
It's my turn to be puzzled. What do they mean? Rose and I double-checked everything. Are you sure the papers are not enough? I wanted to ask what I did wrong. I did not want to mess this up. By the way, Hannah, leading the conversation. I'm afraid exactly what will happen if I disturb her.
That's good to hear. See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Anyway, as I was saying...
Don't hear the rest of what she says after that. I can only stare down the paper, at the letter, in my hands. The sides crinkle in my grip, and my breathing grows labored. Dreadfully quick as...
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright?
That's not a diamond. What is it supposed to be? A fucking sapphire? Isabella,
You're looking pale.
I don't know why I said that. I didn't even notice when Rose's group joined us in the parlor. I want nothing more than to say, no, I'm not alright. I want to leave this place because I remember everything as clear as day. This letter, the woman in the attic, it's real.
I'm sorry.
I'm careless. I've been so careless. How do I even tell them without looking like I've gone mad? What should we do? Show her Rose the letter or don't show her the letter? So we already have 3 people that's seen the letter, and so if we give another person, that would be 4 people that we show the letter to. Or we save her and we don't give her the letter. Show her? You want me to show her? Okay. I better out before I think twice of what I was going to say.
We need to get out of here. This place is cursed.
Rose casts nervous eyes at the people around the room. Most are engaged in the conversation with their peers, but those are curious enough turn their head towards the direction they have been giving the trademark salesman a smile. A tight expression when she pulls me aside.
Isabella, we've already had a conversation about this weeks ago. Those are just stories.
And I'm telling you that it's not. I saw something in there. It's not human at all. I thought it was just nothing, but...
She gently reaches out to pluck the paper out of my hands. Without even taking a glance at it, she folds it back neatly.
I'm really getting worried about you. I know you want to see this open house through, but your condition is more important. Give me a few minutes to wrap things up here, and I'll drive you to the nearest hospital.
No! You don't understand! But this place isn't, and you're being stubborn about it!
Before Rose can open her mouth to resort land, hands on her shoulders, pulling us closer.
Now, ladies, what seems to be the problem here?
Nothing, sir. I just had to clarify a few things.
Well, it certainly seems intense. A smile fits the 2 of you better, especially darling little Lily here.
He gives my shoulder a gentle squeeze while inscrutable smile spreads across his face.
Isabella, sir.
Of course. But my point still stands. And with 2 beautiful ladies here...
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
The pressure on my shoulder lifts as soon as the words leave his wife's mouth, while the scowl on her face like a splash of cold water on me. It's also impossible to miss that displeased frown on Miss McCullough's face. The realization that we might lose the sale because of my outburst instantly dawns on me. Rose will be beyond pissed.
I think I need to step...
Bowing my head, I muster a quick apology while gathering my stuff to make a quick exit. Doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not, I've caused trouble, and Rose can be quite unforgiving with behavior like this. I'm almost at the door when she catches up to me.
Isabella, wait!
The apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face because her expression instantly shifts into something gentler, eyes softer, a fond smile spreading on her lips.
I'm not angry.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on. You didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day. And look.
She hesitates, completely trailing off before shifting her gaze down at the hands, a small gesture to stall. Her fingers crinkle with a folded piece of paper. It's that stupid letter again. My legs stiffen when she hands it back, but I take it. Nevertheless has more automatic response than any desire to have it back. I'll throw it away if I can. But if that nagging feeling, one way or another, it finds its way back to me, regardless what I do about
Rose,
it.
this is... You have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly. And we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this.
Shit. If and only if he cares about her, that could be Tansen? Why can't I read? Tencent? That is more been specified, but it is a birthstone of December. Maybe it is a birthstone thing.
I mean, who wouldn't?
I'm dyslexic as fuck.
This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery. But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
What?
My mind
Wait,
stops.
no, I can still work. I just need to get my...
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should... No more than anyone. But after this, I really think you should take a break.
You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere. I can see you, and let me handle this. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
She claps her hands together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand, to some extent. That doesn't mean I feel any less awful. Whenever at myself, at a lucky turn of the station has been taken, or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Also, in my opinion, the most beautiful blue right after sapphire. It's just sapphires can be artificially made.
Fine. Okay.
I think sapphires are cute. I mean, hold on, let me go check. Do you... Okay. Okay, so, like, if I wanted to get married, like, if they weren't so, like, fragile, I would love it as my wedding ring. I would love a ruby. Like, a nice little ruby on my ring. But, because how fragile they are and they can break, I wouldn't want that. Because I want, like, a rose gold with, like, a little heart-shaped ruby ring on it.
You're upset.
A little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means!
At the memory, both burst into helpless giggles, earning us strange looks from the guests milling about the door. Talking and laughing like this, it's almost easy for to get any mishaps that happened. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
I'm still not okay with it, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out for this one.
I won't
for
be
now.
able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for—
Please, just stay put.
I'm not an invalid, Rose!
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not that bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, alright? Don't even think. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself. At least wait for me to call someone who'll fetch you.
Before I can voice one word of complaint. With nothing less to do, I drifted back through the foyer. A few visitors linger in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the pieces of antiques decorating the room. And one of the elderlies gathered some ways across from me is occupied with friendly banter about which would cost more to buy. A little argument, occasional laughter, and teasing here. I smiled to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing in the past few months. Rose was probably right. I do need a break. Maybe afternoon hangout will help? Speaking of which, I should call Ash. A few hours early, I told him, but he did ask to call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so might as well take it. Or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he'll ever accept the latter. Professional convictions and all. Honestly, if there's anything I find admirable about him, despite the tendency to annoy the hell out of me, is that, well, whatever way, it's a free ride, it's still a free ride. There's Rose's offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this, last thing I want to do right now. A couple of minutes, a few prayers asking a decent signal later, and finally connection.
Shit. I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out. Can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch
What?
out.
Shit, how loud is this thing even?
Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool
Okay,
dude. Pretty
pretty
fly
fly
for
for
an
an
Asian
Asian guy.
Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe
Oh my
City.
god, it doesn't
Baggers,
stop.
watch out. Can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude. Pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup,
I need to stop this.
Ashton Frey!
Ashton Frey. This is our detective, by the way. So this is our detective friend, Ash, who I love so much. Oh, because he's an ashhole. I don't know. Robin's next shares something I'll clearly regret later for not recorded. He jumps, letting an unidentified yelp, following his phone slipping out of his grasp. It bounces one hand to another, a poor attempt to catch it, until ultimately falling through the floor with a resounding click. I feel kind of sorry for the phone. And the floor. Not every day you catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn, his stupid detective senses. I'll take every ounce of victory I get, no matter how small. Ha! With an awkward pause between us, a blink, a cough. He's making a face. And then, in a too quick of a motion, he ducks to retrieve his absent gadget, while a grin threatens to break out from my lips. He doesn't meet my gaze when he straightens, but a flush creeps up on his face and cheeks. In another universe, if we haven't known each other for 5 years and suffering through teasing isn't a day-to-day occurrence, chances are I find that adorable. Endearing, even. Unfortunately, this is not that kind of world. The things are, I'm already content to see him as obviously calm and collected disposition.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first...
For a moment, he looks like a cat swallowed the canary. Suddenly, checking every nook and cranny in his phone for damage and scratches, seems more interested in activity than explaining himself.
Ash,
I could be looking to buy a house.
a mansion?
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He glances at some point behind me. The parlor? I'm curious as I follow his gaze, but before I can figure out what caught his attention, he places his hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face him.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
Still don't see how his work has anything to do with why he's here. At my confused look, he drops his hand, resting on my arm, like he has touched something particularly hot, as he rubs at the back of his neck.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead.
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Never mind. I was just...
Wait, what? Now?
Something must have shown on my face because he pauses and gives me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash, given how often he looks as if everything around him is a chore. I avoid his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject and won't ask any more questions. Like the last thing I wanted to tell him is what happened, especially about the letter. In fact, he's the last person on earth I'll ever think about telling it to, if I can help it. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he helped me even without asking for it. But the stuff, ghosts, and the supernatural, he'll never believe in those. Even if it's heard from a friend. Maybe if it's from Becca. On a good day, it's almost harmless thing. He'll do anything to give an explanation why those things don't have a chance or ever being will. At worst, he's insufferable. He'll poke at you at every single chance he'll get. Ashhole. What did I ever do to him? Why does he never does that with Becca or Zach. Zach. I can already imagine how things will go down the moment I spill a word of what I saw. Nope, over my dead body. Before I can catch his attention, I shove the letter deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Oh, let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
We still have Zach's movie tonight.
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5? Hey, Isabella, wait up!
A rush of air greets me as soon as the main doors open. Non-usual autumn drift that welcomes a change from the stifling atmosphere inside the mansion. Ash's footsteps are quick behind me, the soles of his shoes thumping hard against the polished concrete, an awkward chance that he'll catch up with me. He calls out once, twice. The mansion still looms in the background, whispers calling me back, shadows beckoning, help me, help me. I don't look back. We spend the ride back to Lexborn City, randomly quiet manner with only the radio disjoint a hum in the background to fill the silence. Occasionally Ash will reach out and fiddle with it. The signal settles on its respectable volume, but otherwise he doesn't say anything. Neither do I. However, it's fugitive glances that he's sending my way are signs. I know they are things he's itching to ask. But since we left the mansion, I kept my eyes trained on every passing scenery outside, in the small hopes that my disinterest will dissuade him.
Here.
All of a sudden, he tosses something from the small containment on the side. It hits me clearly on the chin before I can catch it. A small package makes a loud ding on my lap.
Sorry.
I glare at him. The glare I send him wipes the smirk about form clearly off his face. He clears as though focusing on the road again. I swear he did this on purpose. Ignoring him, I flipped and forgotten package on my lap.
I won't say no to free food, but why are you giving away cereal bars?
I always have one on my person. And you look like you're about to pass out back there. Have you eaten lunch yet?
I haven't even got a chance at night before right on cue, my stomach rumbles loudly, and an empty, galling feeling in my belly becomes noticeable. No surprise there. I skipped breakfast and lunch so I could catch up with Becca while she was on break. I was hoping to get a small meal after. I guess everything going on I forgot until Ash mentioned it. It's not like the hollow feeling's new to me, though. If anything, just one of those things I've gotten used to, ignoring over the years growing up. I think, then I tear open the package, start nibbling on the edges of the bar. Apart from the acknowledging nod, Ash doesn't say anything about the small exchange. For that, I'm thankful. After getting an earful from both Becca and Rose, it's nice to sit down with someone who's not gonna nag at you.
How'd the open house go?
The usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's
Oh, hi,
fame.
Hikari.
But
It's
really
nice to see
no
you.
different from the typical open house.
How are you?
On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I've never felt so underdressed in my life.
I did play this before. I did. It's one of my favorite games to play. Because our horror game that we originally picked, the arrow keys didn't work. So, like, it didn't work with the WASD, the WASD. So I couldn't play it, so I just chose this as a simple, easy solution. I love this game so much. But I can't believe that I can't read much. Just replying to messages. You know, white sapphire looks incredibly similar to a diamond, but it's way cheaper and also solid. I've never seen a... Hold on. Let me see what a white sapphire looks like. I can see that, yeah. Oh, I didn't know a quartz can be also like a diamond. It's probably like the cheaper than a diamond too, so it'll be like if you ever wanted like a proposal but like you don't want it to be too expensive, you would just probably use a white sapphire. But what are you doing, Hikari? What's up?
Weren't you there?
I wasn't really listening.
I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure?
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine. She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way. Two, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job, which brings us to three. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
How do you even know about the last one?
Rebecca. Anyhow, you're hellbent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out.
You lose your mind? Why would you lose your mind? Sorry, I also have to go back and forth between, like, streaming and non-streaming to look at chats because it doesn't really show up in my little box sometimes. Valorant people. If you ever play Valorant with me, no, I suck. I really suck. You played with me, actually. I suck. So, any other Valorant people would be better than me.
Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you. Even me.
No, Hikari. I know you're just fucking bullshitting me, dog-rawing me, but I am not good at fucking Valorant. Well, I love hanging out with you every second, too. We should play more, but I get so busy on the weekdays. Like I told Brumus, I have Monday and Tuesday off, so if you want to like do some Valorant with me, that'll be cool. Oh man, I walked into that one, didn't I?
I hate you. I really hate you, right?
That there's a small laugh that kind of screams, "I'm right, I told you so." I hate it when he does that.
I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in it, so even if you expressed any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have.
Provided I didn't botch it with the rights. Ma'am Hannah in particular didn't look too pleased with what I did. I owe Rose a big apology. I hope she likes free donuts. No, you're a cutie. Stop it. You're making me blush. Stop. Yeah, but I'll let you know. Because I spent the whole day with my dog. Because I didn't get really much sleep because she's been feeling unwell. So, yeah, she feels well now, of course. No, you. Yeah, but sapphire is cheap because it's lab made, so if you buy a sapphire ring, it costs $80 max for the diamond. And no one inside the actual appraiser will know that your diamond ring is fake. But also the second hardest gemstone right after diamond, so it won't break either. Learning lessons now. We are learning about sapphire. Damn, actually. Sapphires are still pretty though. Is there a pink sapphire? Or is that just me? Because I like pink. Oh, there are pink sapphire. Okay. You know what? I would go for a pink sapphire.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy. Doesn't this look like a happy face to you?
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa. Or is it the wardrobe this time?
You meant that as a joke, but how close is the truth? My blood runs cold as my own heart beats a heavy weight in my chest. All at once, the letter in my bag feels a whole lot heavier, burdened by my own guilt and aberration.
Yeah, well, things happened. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about. No need to make a fuss about it. It's normal in the business.
You made them angry?
Not angry. Just stuff happened.
Like?
Things.
Did they do anything? Your clients. The rights, was it?
I can't answer that.
You keep asking me about my work.
Oh, I didn't mean to fucking skip all that. Oh no! Oh no, I didn't mean to skip all that! No! Okay, I guess. We'll just, okay, I just won't press that button anymore. The Lift Fest, short for Leximore Independent Film and Theater Festival, attracts a bigger crowd annually. This year's no different. There only been a few indie films showing with Zach, but I'm not an expert on that matter. But I know for people hoping to break the industry, getting your film recognized by a local event is already a big deal. I need to get better at Valorant. Because I move way too much in that game, and when I shoot, I miss every shot, and it sucks.
Oh, there's Zach!
Yeah, my boy Zach! Zach.
Hey, you guys! Long time no see!
Zach's face lights up with his own. His moves towards us with careful steps, taking significant effort to make himself smaller, not to bump or accidentally hit anyone. Typical Zach. As Ash casually raises his hand and greets him.
Sup, Z-Man! My main man! What's crack-a-lackin', my homie?
Oh my god. I need to save that. You'll teach me, Hikari? Good. I need that screenshot. Where did it go? Teach me how to get better, because I don't know how. But I'll be right back once more. Because I try to take a look at my dog once in a while, so I'll be right back. Like I said, she's fine now, but like, I still try to check up on her because I'll be gone. So like, my dad is gone for work, and then I'm gonna be gone for work tomorrow. So I need to double check to make sure that she is okay. I think she's okay, but like, I'm just scared of leaving her home alone while I'm at work. So I'll be right back. dog is safe. She is asleep. My poor little girl. Somewhere to our left, a girl giggles only when I open my mouth. Almost amazed how Ash can say that out loud with a straight face. Almost. Considering his track record, I should be used to it by now.
So stop trying to act black, Ashton. And you're the only one who calls me Z-Man.
His fondness underneath his exasperated tone, as if any other person he'd most likely be offended, but years of friendship and of familiarity must have made things worse, harmless to the other ear. Or at least, enough to take it in stride.
It's been a while, Zach.
I hope you didn't get into trouble again.
Not much to get into trouble lately without you, I'm afraid. I'll let you know if something comes up, though.
Nah, I ended up with Chicken Down stuck on me last time I agreed. I'd really love at least this year to pass without some sort of accident happening again.
Hey, I take offense to that. It wasn't that bad.
You really have no idea. Hey, I'm kidding! You know you can always count on me.
But I think we're gonna end stream for now because it is getting late and I should be going to bed, but I'll stream tomorrow if I can. Either Marvel Rivals or this game. I know, Hikari. We'll talk later. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Well, we'll fix it. I'll just probably get a new keyboard to fix it. I'll probably look at some keyboards after work and see if there's any that I like with actual arrow keys in them. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. It was nice seeing all of you.